Can we hear ourselves yet? I think we can. I think that's loud. All right. Yeah, let's get down to business in just a sec. So if we pick up from last time, we will focus on doing this updated version of our granular patch using Rainbow. And yeah, we'll see if we can export it. We'll give it another go. We'll see if the parameters show up on our web page. All exciting stuff in my eyes. All right, so yeah, let's get down to business. All right, so where were we? I think we were actually need to go back to Max. And let's open recent. This is our granular web synth new, right? This is cool. Okay, nice. We have our reference patch, all good. That's what we want to see. We have our volume. Good. Good, good, good. And let's turn this thing on. All right, I think I can hear that. I hope you can hear that. If that's too loud, I apologize in advance. Let's see, what does this need to come out of? Let's try that. Universal audio. Mostly routing, a little music making. If you can call this music, I call this music. All right, so right now we have one param, right? And that's what we have access to. What else do we want access to? So let's look one more time at a few of our examples, right? Let's get another patch open. Let's go to this Rainbow React test, and let's make sure we do that from a new window. So we have both of our text code up and the granular Rainbow 2, right? This is our updated version to see if we can get this to work. But we know this one right here works. So let's just npx server, is that the move? Maybe that's not the move. All right, let's take a look again. And I think that's probably this GitHub example page because we've been looking at this so dang much. And yep, HTTP server, so let's do that. We'll get that cooking, and let's copy this. It's HTML. Let's refresh. We were doing so good there. All right, let's see what's going on. Looks like we have a little error. Cool. Yeah, let's just see if this is going again. All right. Yeah, let's restart our server. Should have that there. Let's try this again. Getting these little errors this time. Let's see what's going on with this real quick. Give us a little refresh. And yeah, I don't know. Let's see if we can look at the console and see if there's any error messages, maybe speaking as to why. That's a clean console. Look at that. But I'm not sure if it's actually loading our page yet. Maybe something to do with the server? Interesting. You know what? This isn't our template. Let's do npm. Oops, let's do npx. Okay, so we're using the wrong package manager here, so this should work now. Hopefully, let's copy and paste that. And there we go. And oh, no audio though. Oh, we are getting audio. I can't hear it though. Can you hear this? Very strange. Okay. I'm not monitoring that. I gotta check in. I gotta look at my audio settings here. I think you're hearing that though. And let us loop back. This is what I'm using to monitor. And, you know, this is great. It allows me to route all this audio to Twitch. But let's see. Okay, so you're seeing that. I am not hearing that though. Wild. And why is that? Let's switch this to... We're in uncharted territory here. Oh, there's that doubling. Let's turn that off. All right, interesting. Oh, mute when capturing. All right, that's why we couldn't hear it. All right, cool. Can hear it now. Awesome. Don't need this. Let's delete that. Loopback is awesome if you want to route audio from different apps together in unique ways. Definitely recommend that software. Glad to give them a shout out there. Okay, so here's what we have. It's working. So we need to make sure that we're just doing a new export. But what did I want to see? Well, I wanted to look at this. And I also wanted to go to Max because we exported this out of Max, right? And to do that, we used this example file. So let's go to extras. Let's go to rainbow intro. And here's our example file. All right. So we have all this fun stuff here, but I kind of want like a gain parameter, which I can probably do within Rainbow, right? So everything inside this blue object, that's going to give me the option to export it, right, with this export menu. But everything out here, you know, I kind of have to set up. So I have access to that in these patches, right? So all these parameters you see here, these boxes, we see them reflected on our web page. So I want to have a gain parameter too, right? So I can do that for volume as well. So let's have a look at that. Let's have a look at that real quick. Okay. So, how are we going to do that? Well, let's see. So this is our little device, just proof of concept. It's this little granular playback, right? It's going to take this file and it's going to mess it up when it plays it back, and we can hear that again, right? It's doing kind of a funny job at that, but that's all right. And let's see this right here. I wonder if we can parameterize this. And let's look at its name. It should have a param name. So this one's called base frequency, right? Maybe we just have to set the param. So let's do it again. Let's make one called param. Maybe we can give it any name we want. It's probably worth looking this up, right? So param. Define event parameters for Rainbow that can be accessed by the target platform. Well, that's exactly what we want, right? Our target is this website. So we need to make some params so we can control our sync on the web, just like we can do with this one here, right? So to do that, let's read how we do that. Okay. So parameter values can be set externally using the param name. Setting minimum max values in param. Okay, so you basically attach it to anything you want. I think if we attach it to this gain slider here, which should be our rainbow gain slider, right? Good to go. Should be solid here. So let's do that. Let's do param volume, right? That's what we'll call our parameter. And where do we want it to start? I don't know if we need to copy all these like logarithmic values and things. Like if we look down here, right, it has a scale for which it increases our volume. Can we do that? Let's look at param again. It's getting kind of wild here. Okay, so we can use math. We can hit the maths to maybe replicate what this is doing. Kind of a pain in the butt though, a little bit, just a little bit. So I don't know if that's exactly what we want to do. Interesting. And this is just talking about like where in our patch we can set the params to control it, right? So we set the input. Okay, we're getting a little heady here with some of this maybe. All right, so let's maybe look at these math values. Normalize log value. Let's just pop this open. Let's look at this. This is exciting stuff here, right? Let's see. Okay, sets the base output value used to calculate the output scale factor. Okay, pretty wild with this, but what is the we can does this give us it gives us a slider value, right? So what's our range? 0 to 157. Interesting. Let's see if we can control that, right? So we'll call this parameter volume and log increments. That's the increment values used to calculate the output scale factor based on the input value. The default value is that. Okay. So let's go back to this. This is getting a little wild for me in my brain, but let's see. So we can just test it, right? So we saw that value range was up to 157. Yeah, steps 158, right? So let's do 0 to 158. And that's actually our min and our max, right? So at min 0, and let's actually read what that looks like. All right, let's try that. Let's go ahead and hit that thing with that cable. Let's throw in a number box and just see if we can adjust it. All right, so there we go. We're slowly moving up there. All right, it's a different feel, right? But yo, BK Dev, what's up? I sent you one, I swear. Send me your info one more time, Billy. Thank you for tuning in. I know it's late over there. Let me log on to Discord. I swear I sent it to you last time. BK Dev, okay. How are you doing? How has the week been? Thanks for tuning in too. I know it's late night. And I'm doing it again. I swear I did it last time. I'll do it off. I'm going to do it off cam, but okay. Friends. Add friend. What have you been working on this week? And what's the latest with your site as well? Okay, so I just sent it. Let me know if you get it though, for real. Whoa, okay, what's new on there? Okay, perfect. Nice. What is new on your website? What have you been working on? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Send me the new link. Send me the new link. You're quick on there. Sweet. Okay, I'm trying restream right now, so I'm actually streaming to YouTube. Got to work on that. We got to work on both my followings, but the YouTube, the parallax. All right, let's pop this baby open. What? How are you doing this so quick, dude? And what is a parallax? I feel like I know that name. Is this kind of this fade, this transition? Let's take a look around. Oh, that is really cool. Oh, and the little tilt action. And then I'm gonna let's go ahead and pop open this Oh, that's all good. You're working on the effects. I have like so many questions because I want to do all this stuff. I should honestly verse the max if I just go on my website and get some tips from you because I love all this. And the scaling, because it's kind of funny. The scaling is the same thing, right? Like you want, what were we just looking at? We were looking at this volume fader and controlling it, right? It has to have a good feel as you move it. And controlling it with a num box like I'm doing is nice, but kind of needs to have that like logarithmic feel and kind of bounce around. So I'm curious how you're doing that. So let's pop open your code on here. So you tell me the most difficult part. This is cool though, how this image stretches. And yeah, explain what maybe a parallax. I love how I'm like having you do this over text, but the hover effects are CSS, okay. And you're just doing the transition time? Let's inspect. And I think you taught me that, so let's go to sources. And let's inspect one of these boxes like this one. And is that all in Tailwind? Is that default Tailwind? Yeah, should we do a Discord call here? Let me see if I can channel that audio in there. Let's see. Okay, sounds good. I love this. Yeah, I can route Discord audio into here too. Okay, and you have a nice alt title for it. So where in this code? I guess yeah. Let me pull you up here if you don't mind. Okay, right on. How should I do this? Loopback. Nope, not Logitech G Hub. And let me go off stream for a second. This is huge. The first stream appearance. We're building up here. All right, we'll get Discord on. Kind of a big deal right now. Yo, what up? Is it Billy? What do you prefer? What's your? Oh, thank you. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Oh, okay. How about now? Am I in? Can you hear me? Oh, yeah. You're coming through, and I think let's make sure Discord's coming through. Speak again. Oh, weird. Okay, Discord's not getting channeled in. This is so fun. I love doing all this. And good to chat. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, let's see. I can pipe. You know what? I think I could pipe you in through a different way too. So yeah, talk real quick. Oh, okay, sweet. Okay, so we'll get you in this way. And
man, look at this thing you've got.
Oh,
this is so complex.
Yeah.
Is this like some audio engineer stuff?
Yeah. It's nice because, like, you know, on Windows you can kind of do this. I mean, you can't do this stuff just the same way, but you get a little mixer for all the apps you want to use, and
right.
Definitely recommend it. Yeah,
that's
so
cool.
Yeah. So okay, so what's the site's looking good? What's been like? What's your vision? Yeah, what have you been?
My vision.
Yeah.
The greatest site of all time. No.
Hell yeah.
I don't really know what my vision is. I haven't really thought about that. I just basically wrote a couple of blogs, and I thought, hey, it'd be pretty cool if I had like an actual. Because basically, you know that last website I showed you, which was like the techie one. It's the retro thing. It wasn't doing it for me. It was a little bit too fun, I think, because I'm going to be sending like employers and stuff to this website, right? So I do want it to be stylized and cool, but I don't want it to be like, too fun or childish, right?
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Yeah, it's that sweet spot of like innovative but design forward. Yeah, it's a sweet spot, which I definitely haven't hit. It's crazy that you can like do that and then do this, and like that would take me a couple months, but
I think it's just like an experience. I've got tons of free time at the moment, so that might be it. But it might also just be like an experience thing, right? Where it's just like I haven't been doing it tons of time, but like once you've done it enough, it's like you can kind of visualize it and map it out. The way I try and do it, I think I'm preaching to the choir a little bit here because you do this more than me. But
no, give me your insight.
Let me stream here. Let me use Paint. This is going to be like, it's going to be cool.
Okay, should I put you up on Discord video?
Yeah, go ahead. Completely up to you, man.
Cool. Okay. All right, let me go off again, then I'll go back on with you up there.
I don't want to distract too much, though. I feel bad whenever I come in.
No. It's fun and useful. Like, already you're giving me tips, and it's all part of the same world, right? So I love this. Okay, so let me figure out. Oh, I can pop you out. Okay, perfect. Let me do that.
Hold on. Shall I get your stream up?
No. It's all good.
Hold on. We're doing it anyway.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So I was looking at your website there.
Oh, yeah.
So I just saw it.
Yeah. That's
because you said. Oh, sorry. Go.
Oh, no. Yeah. So that's the one. I think that was like a proof of concept for WordPress, but it does look the same, just like with actual assets. So,
gotcha.
Yes, feedback welcome. Yes.
Well, I think it does the job, innit? So that's all you need it to do.
But
I was more just trying to look for your YouTube channel.
Oh, the YouTube. Oh, I got you.
Yeah, that's why I clicked on it, because you said you were restreaming, so I wanted to drop you a sub, but I couldn't find it.
Oh yeah. Here, let me send that to you. Yeah, that would be huge. It's so crazy us like just on like 30 apps at once. I kind of appreciate our madness here. Let me see. Matt West. It's Matthew West. It's a hard category of name.
God, man, that's a good video right there. Christian Bale breaking down his most iconic characters. I love that man. Oh, Christian Bale.
He is
top guy.
Class act, yeah. Someone I work with, he was like a childhood mate. I think he dated his sister. What? I shouldn't say that on stream, but and anyway, okay.
Yo, what's going on, guy in chat? I'm a web dev festival runner from UK. Well, guess what? I'm unemployed and I desperately need a job. Please hire me. look at this cool website I've made.
Yeah. Let's pull the site up. Thank you for joining as well, DJ Keith. And yeah, this seems like a perfect mix. The way Billy is able to just throw up amazingly beautiful interactive websites in like a few days is like kind of mind blowing. Okay, so I have your site up,
man.
but are you drawing too? Let's do a side by side.
Yes, I was just gonna, because you asked me how I planned it, right?
Yeah.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna be honest. Okay, some people use Figma, I think it's called.
Yes.
Which is like this site planning thing, but that's too complex. Well, it's not too complex. Like if I needed to do it, like if I had a client or something, I'd do it, right?
Yeah.
But for me, hold on, I will get it up in a sec. I'm just trying to find it. I literally use Paint because I feel like I'm pretty good at visualizing stuff, and all I need is like a reminder. So, for example, this was hold on, I'm just finding it here. This was my here we go. This was my plan for the blog page, right? Just like super simple. I literally just write stuff down. So that's basically what I do, and then sometimes I'm just scrolling through here.
Yeah, that's cool though. I think even the thing like you're writing that text out, like I don't know, it is like you're using a pencil or pen, versus something like Figma where you just have like a text box. I don't know, it's kind of cool. Like you think through it as you write it, right?
Yeah, and also, man, Figma is good, but for what I'm doing, which is a personal website, which is when I build it, I'm probably not really going to change it. And I'm using Tailwind and just native JavaScript at the moment because I'm trying to give myself a challenge to the guy in chat. I know how to do React and stuff, but for this website, I'm just going to use native JavaScript, give myself that challenge.
Yeah, smart. I feel like I skipped that a little, and now I'm just doing React, and I feel like I've forgotten. Anyway, and I know you come from a big coding background, but the fact that you have that and are doing it that way makes sense.
Yeah, it's just because I don't want to get burnt out, and doing just like normal JavaScript just makes it not so you don't burn out, because even like the most basic things are like really complex. Well, not really complex, but like, do you know what I mean? It just makes it a little bit more fun, right?
Yeah. And then that skill is transferable to 30 other things, whereas like your framework is your framework, and makes sense.
Yeah. So one thing I love. Do you know what art? Oh, of course you know what Art Deco is. You know what Art Deco is, right?
No, maybe not. Should I pull it up? Or
I got
pull
you.
it
I
up
got
too.
you.
Yeah. I love this.
I got you. It's like a presentation.
Stream, baby. Yeah. And,
so like,
and
so
DJ, I haven't heard of those, so we'll talk about that after. But yeah.
So Art Deco is like this 1920s, 1930s style.
Oh,
I think it looks fucking awesome.
Oh, amazing. Yeah, the Chrysler Building. Gorgeous. Yeah.
Am I allowed to swear on here, or is this like a PG?
Oh, yeah. Oh, go for it. Yeah. That's thank God. Okay. Yeah. Unless Twitch shuts us down. Yeah, we have some British folks in the chat, so yeah.
It's like this stuff looks really cool to me. Love it. What's the Chrysler Building, as you said. Pretty cool stuff. But then I was Googling, and I'm just going to go over here just in case I dox myself with my recent searches. Nothing bad, of course, just
I feel you. This is why I only use Chrome, which is not my main web app. So I feel you. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. Nothing bad on there. It's just fucking I've Googled locations. I just don't want them to come up on recent searches.
No, for sure.
So I was looking at national park posters. I love this. I don't live in America. I want to live in America. You guys have some crazy nature. Yes. I love hiking and stuff like that. Oh. So America is like the place to be, because it's probably, it's probably the only really Western country which has as much untouched nature as, like, it has more untouched nature than like anywhere else. Any Western country, at least.
Yeah. Maybe the best thing about the US. So yeah.
Yeah, it's the nature for sure. And I was looking at these 1930s national park posters, right? And look at them, man. They're bloody awesome. Yeah. And amazing. You can kind of see my inspiration, right? It's like this, I don't know what you'd call it, like color block or like minimalist, I guess. And I just think they look really cool.
They do.
Like they've got some, they're just like, man, I wish I knew what this color, like this style was called, because I would buy so many posters in this style. But this kind of poster, so I was looking at this and I was like, man, this doesn't seem too complex for me to make. let's give it a go. Like, especially like this, right? That's basically my website. That looks like my website.
Yeah. Well, I love the color palette, which feels inspired from this as well. And these gradients. But wait, so
yeah,
did you
simple.
make this?
So yes and no. I kind of did and I kind of didn't. I didn't make this one. This is a contact page I'm working on at the moment. Same thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's
That
like
looks dope.
real simple. But yes and no. So, oh Lord, hold on. New website blog.html. So yes and no. So I originally generated it with AI.
Mm-hmm.
But due to the effect, I'll show you here actually on the images here. So you actually have to have like each layer separated out so you can have the effect. So it's kind of AI generated and it kind of isn't, because I had to basically remake everything myself. Like the tree lines and stuff are still the old AI generated image, but everything else is like me going through with Photoshop and like literally just like manually painting it all.
Cool. Did you use like stable diffusion or something? And yeah, DJ Keith goes color palette on point. Yeah, definitely. It looks really good. What did you use to generate?
Thank you. I used DALL-E 2 because it's free at the moment.
Oh, nice.
I didn't know this was free. I thought they removed DALL-E 2 and you had to pay for DALL-E 3. You get 15 a week, but that's 15 times 4. So that's 60 images. That's quite a lot. So yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to find the image here. And for the sake of time, I won't find it because it'll take ages going through 60 images. But it was basically, you can imagine, oh, do you know what? It's in my downloads. So give me a sec, sorry.
Well, it's funny. I mean, this is where I think the AI stuff is so helpful. Oh, that's awesome. It came up with that.
Yeah. So you can kind of see it's nearly the same, but it's just slightly different, right? Like the mountains are different. I had to separate them all out. But yeah, like you said, like there's nothing wrong with using AI images. Like I'm not an artist, right?
Or you
so
are,
like
maybe you just don't have time to put into that. Anyway, you are an artist, but like, you don't have all the time in the world.
Right. And or like, you just want a proof of concept and then, you go back and make it yourself later on or something like that, right? So yeah, sorry, I went on a bit of a rant there.
No, I love it. I've been using AI, like it's not up on my site yet, but I use stable diffusion to video or something like that. And it like gave me a cool little like 5-second loop and it looks fucking cool. And yeah, I couldn't have made that on my own without spending hours and hours and, what's the
pulling your hair out?
Yeah, pulling your hair out. You like all the shit. Yeah, using Resolve and Fusion and just like it's like. And then DJ Keith, I love how I just read the full messages in the chat, but
I can't actually see them, so feel free to.
Okay, yeah. So okay, perfect then. Yeah, it goes. GPT plus AI image generation is unreal. We made our lineup poster from it. Cool. Share your lineup poster in the chat. We'll check that out too. It just makes like our lives easier. I don't know.
Also hire me.
Oh, and also you have to hire Billy as well, just for the record. But yeah, we'd love to see some of your stuff too. This is fun. We're just going. I think this like just getting people on the chat and getting multiple screens up is awesome. So this is dope.
Yeah. So did you want to? I don't have to. As you can see, it's currently 10 to 2 in the morning. But I can stay here for like half an hour if you want. If you had any questions, because I know you're looking to like. Okay, tell me if I'm wrong here, but I think you're looking to like either upgrade your website or make something new.
Yeah, exactly. I can show you. Let me pull up my code real quick, and the website kind of looks like shit right now, but sweet. Okay, well, we appreciate you for hanging around as well. So, let me see. What do I have to get up? And if you have any tips, I want any of the interaction you have on your website, basically.
Thank you. Yeah, that's the thing. So obviously, I've only really done like front end for like a month and a half, which is pretty embarrassing. But I feel like I've made pretty good progress.
Yeah, you definitely have. And like, someone hired this, especially if you know the back end and you've gotten front end this quick. It's like, That's all real helpful. How is the state of the market in England? Is it like all I hear are people on Reddit going, it's the end of the world? Does it like feel that way? I think it's temporary. Obviously, people are online all the fucking time.
I think it's fine, but I haven't been in the industry long enough to know what it was, right? So to me, I just see jobs paying like 50, 60 grand still, and I'm like, well, this is fucking great. But obviously, like, if you're, from like 5 years ago or 10 years ago, whenever you were making 100 grand and now it's 60, obviously that's a bit bad.
Yeah, you don't want to see. Yeah, it's like, yeah. Hopefully it comes back. I mean, at the end of the day, everything is tech. Okay, I'll put them on my website. Let's take a look at your festival lineup first, though. Too. Let's do this.
Oh yeah, let's click this. Hold on, we can both look at it. We can have it side by side. Oh, this is sick. Hey, dude, this guy is hinging.
Yeah, I'm a little envious there. This is cool. Okay, so it's an in-person as well. In June, maybe a little UK visit. Okay, yeah, let's get this up.
Oh, dude, I like this. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. Look at my stream real quick. Look at this.
Let's
dude, they come to it. They come to me. Look at that. It's cool as shit.
Okay, and was this... Let's inspect it. We'd love to take a look.
Does it build up? Can I like build a massive ball? Oh no. Okay.
Okay, so maybe show me this, Billy. Look at the interaction here. I clicked on the background to see the div, but I want to see what framework they used. Oh yeah, you got to inspect, right? Let's look at your stream for a bit. I'm curious, like, if you see this site and you want to reverse engineer it, what would you do?
If I was to reverse engineer it, okay, so
this bigger over here. I love this. A stream in a stream. I don't have that.
It doesn't look like he uses Tailwind or anything. I presume, could be wrong here. Is this like dynamically served? That's what it feels like.
That's maybe the deal. Oh, there we go. We're getting in there.
Because all of the styles are also generated on here, which makes me think it's dynamically served. So my website is on GitHub Pages, which means you can't have dynamic serving. So all of mine is like almost like compiled before it's uploaded. I could be wrong here though. It's kind of hard to know without asking sometimes.
Yeah.
But this, with these styles being here, which is bad practice if you're doing a static website, I presume it's dynamic, because you would never do this on a static. This is like, you should know, this is a big no-no right here.
Okay.
Which makes me think it's not static.
Okay. Why is that a no-no? Just, out of curiosity, or why would you typically not see that?
Man.
It's
to be honest
like
with you,
practice.
it's not 100%. It's not, it's like bad practice, right? It's there's a lot of things you can do in coding which technically aren't wrong, like naming variables, right? So you could name a variable like, variable 11 number 1 or something, right? There's nothing stopping you from doing that, but realistically, you probably want like just 1 or something, right? Or like camel case. It's just something you don't do.
Yeah, totally. And you're right.
Makes it really hard to read.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Which is also an issue with Tailwind as well. It is pretty hard to read. Because I don't know if you saw the code, but like you have stuff like this where you have a million classes all over the stuff.
I mean, that's my issue with it. And it doesn't, what is it, grid within grid? I feel like I was running into that. Are you using grid? Are you using Flexbox to move stuff around? And we have a comment in the chat too, which is using Next.js and React plus Chakra, which I'm not super familiar with Chakra UI, and I want to move it all to Tailwind with server-side components only.
Sounds awesome.
Why am I so dumb about server-side versus client-side? So React is client-side, right? Typically?
Yeah.
Okay.
React is JavaScript, which is client-side.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, that was all I had to add.
Okay, no, that's awesome. So what is
this looks fucking fun. Can I get a free ticket?
Oh yeah, shit. You guys, y'all should get out to this. I assume.
Oh, 99 quid. I'm a student, mate. I need either a job or a ticket. It looks fun though.
Honestly, though, for festival prices, not a bad price. The U.S. It's just gone so dark here. Everything's like $400 or something. This is cool though. I've always been curious about the UK festivals. I know that's like a legendary thing.
Festivals are like, oh man. So we have like a few really good festivals, and then the rest are like okay. I mean, they're still good. Don't get me wrong. Like this looks like a fun as shit weekend, right? But when you compare it to like US festivals, which seem to just have like every single one has like some crazy lineup. I don't know. The UK seems lacking in that. Minus like the big ones like Glastonbury, obviously.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah. You know.
Oh, sorry.
It's still fun, right? No, go.
Yeah.
Man,
sometimes the small ones are good. Yeah. Sometimes the small ones are fun. But this year, I feel like all the big headlining acts kind of suck all the way around. Oh, okay. We could work something out. Maybe you do some work.
Oh, mate, we are going here, Matt. We're going here.
This is all right. We're coming out. We're coming out this year.
Where is it? It's probably here, isn't it? I probably should just look. FAQ.
If it's an effective website.
Oh, Peak District. Holy shit. That's going to be beautiful, man. Have you seen the Peak District? It's like the only actual mountains we have in England.
Oh,
well, I say actual mountains.
Is this is this northern? Is this up by where in the country?
Middle of like the British Isles.
Oh, nice.
Hold on, let me not dox myself. I'm just going to get maps up.
This is gorgeous. I see some snow too, climbing the highest mountain in England.
Yep, so that's Scarfield Pike, which is what I just Googled. So I've done the 3 peaks, which is, this is the Lake District here. This is the tallest mountain in England. So the 3 peaks is you do Ben Nevis, which is the tallest mountain. This is the actual, I would say this is the only actual mountain we have in England. Like it's an actual mountain.
Yeah, it's alpine on top. That looks awesome.
Yeah, it's very, very nice. And I did the CMD by Arete, which is, so there's this really, peace and love to anyone who's done it, I've done it. This really boring route up here, which is just a slog. It's just left, right, you know. It's just your normal one. But I did the CMD Arete, which is where you climb up here first, and then you can go across like this little bit, this ridge walk.
Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful, absolutely beautiful. But yeah, you do Ben Nevis. Then, well, there's different ways to do it, but the way I did it is Ben Nevis, then you go down to Lake District, and then you go down to Wales, and then you do Snowdon, which is here? Around here. I don't know where it is exactly, but it's around here. And you have to do it in 24 hours. That's like the challenge.
Oh, for real? How many miles or kilometers?
Ooh. God, you know, I don't know. I bet you it's not that many, though, because it's all like, what's it called? Incline, right?
Yeah. Elevation is crazy, even in like New
it's
York.
like maybe 15?
Yeah, that's a huge day though. Still, yeah, with a bunch of elevation.
I definitely didn't go outside for like a good few days after.
Yeah, that's a nice thing. The best part about camping is also just like coming home, and then you could finally become the degen you want to be because you've earned it. Let's see. Okay, so DJ, all right, you're from Lancaster, near the lakes. That's a cool policy. You can leave the rave and then come back. That's the thing. You want it like the corporate stuff. You can't bring anything in. You can't bring anything out. Like it's, you know, it kind of eliminates the.
Can I ask a genuine question with that?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
What is like the policy there legally if someone was tripping and then they went and like that hurt themselves on a peak? So I've always wondered about that. It's like bars can't let you leave if you're too drunk, right? So I wonder what that's like with a festival. Or maybe you signed something before or something. That's just a random question there, but I'm just thinking.
Yeah. Is there liability? I mean, I think they have insurance. Maybe not. Maybe this is so low key you don't, and I don't want to dox you. Yes, you have insurance, DJ Keith, I'm sure. But that is a good question. And it like happens at the big festivals. It feels like, you know, 1 or 2 people party too hard, or maybe it's the consequence of like if you have 100,000 people in one area for 2 days, like there probably is like a 40% chance someone's just going to drop dead, drugs or not. So yeah, hard to say. But anyway, yeah, we'll be seeing you in June.
Seeing you in June, yeah. Well, yeah, we should be.
Yeah.
I'm wondering what's going on here with this scroll bar. So as I click it, right?
Yeah.
It's like it almost like fixes it across the whole thing. Nothing wrong with it, but
interesting. Yeah, it disappears, right?
It feels a bit weird.
Yeah. So that
it's
page,
like you can't.
Well, I think I have that. You can get rid of the scroll bar. I guess they maybe do it for that page when you X out. Can we inspect
It
that?
looks like it just like, yeah, probably.
Here, let me get you up.
Oh lord. Okay, so this is definitely generated. This is definitely not Tailwind or anything. Oh man, oh god, there is ways to do this, but I am too tired to be bothered to go through like.
Yeah, I know it's 2 a.m. there too, but that's cool. You know, it's cool interaction, but yeah, maybe interesting from a design decision to bring that off or take it on.
Dude, I can actually claim that my website has something this one doesn't. You ready?
Let's see the goods here. Let's see the goods.
If I go into mobile view, right? Oh, I've got an animation.
Whoa.
Watch
okay.
out. I'm coming for your jobs.
When does that media? So that's like a media query. Yeah, someone's got to hire you, Billy. You. I wish I could learn like you.
Thanks, man. This is just a bit of JavaScript. I can get it up if you want. I can go through it. Do you want to go through it? It's up to you, man. I don't want to overtake your stream too much.
No. I would love to. I'd love to do a side by side or something. But let's talk about a few I'd love just to get a few interactions from your side. So yeah, let's go through that animation. That's dope. Let's talk about that. Let's see that.
Okay, now this is where I get the job offer attracted for this disgusting code I'm about to show. So we have toggle mobile drop down, and basically, obviously, in my old site, which look away, guy who might offer me a job, look away. This was the one I made at the start of 2024, start of this year, wow. In like a few days. So I've gone quite far, I feel.
I think so. Yeah.
But yeah, so I used to have this, which is super ugly and not very user friendly, having to click when there's all of this space. Look how much space you've got to like add buttons, and I just decided to chuck it into a drop down, which is super static and gross. So on this one, I decided just to have the text up here, right? No drop down. And that's also something I did. If I get draw.io up, this is, I don't know if you know about this. This is super useful. This draw.io, it's like a graph maker.
Oh yeah, I've seen it's part of Google Chrome or something. Am I crazy? Or maybe they just had a...
I think so. Okay,
maybe it was just implemented in. Okay, cool. Yeah.
I don't think so, but maybe they bought it or something. I don't know. It's a super useful thing, and you can make like sitemaps. So this is my current sitemap. Super simple, nice down structure, right? And then I'll show you my old one. And I just want to show this off because I think stuff like this is... Man, obviously I can't really speak too much from experience because this is like 3 websites I've made now. This is like from what I've been reading a lot. I like reading. So apparently you want to have like this almost like waterfall, right? Where stuff goes down. Yeah.
That's like H1, H2, H3. That makes sense. Like with that paradigm. Yeah.
And then you have my old one. Where is it? Here it is. So this is disgusting for a sitemap. It looks cool, but it's not very usable. So I don't know where I was going with that, to be honest.
Well, this is cool to see, though. So it's more than the Microsoft Word. Like you use that to sketch it, and then you can actually start to break stuff down. I wish I could. Let's see if I can. Okay, nice.
Should I just go through my whole entire full process from start to finish? Would you like that, or?
Yeah, definitely. And then I'd love just like the little ins and outs of your interaction, because I need to make it pop a little more.
Sounds good. All right, I'll speed run this. Okay. Boom. We're gonna get paint up for this.
Nice.
Because I want to write. Okay. So we have step 1, which is I like to make the sitemap. Because I feel like making the sitemap, you can kind of get a lot of like, almost like the design from it. So like, for example, right, if you have a website, which is like my old one, where it's like bam, bam, and this goes here and this goes there and everywhere, right? It's probably going to be a pretty complex design, and you might want to like show that. Whereas if it's quite a simple one, you probably also want your website to design to be quite minimalistic and simple. Because it'd be weird if you had a super like I would say this is quite a minimalistic website, right?
Yeah.
And I think that, at least for me, it makes me plan it better. So then step 2 is I like to make a mood board. Not a mood board. Maybe I don't actually collect the images, but I just like looking on Google.
Yeah, style.
You know, like with
yeah.
So just like that 1930s, whatever it was, it's like National Park Service. I think that's what it was. And then step 3 is I choose the easiest page, right? Because the easiest page is going to be the one where I can kind of fuck about with it and like experiment, right? So my easiest page for this one was the first page I made for this website, which is this. So for this, I thought about like the parallax in the background.
Yes. And what is the definition of a parallax too? And Keith goes, user journey is the key. For sure, right? It's like, how are people gonna navigate this? What is their? I'm bringing them into this world I'm building, right? Or Billy's building. Like, yeah, what does it mean?
So yeah, so parallax, from my understanding, I think it's kind of like, what's it called when like a term is not an actual term, but it's like a oh man,
like
how do I say this?
Or
yeah, like a euphemism, I guess. I don't know if it's an actual like defined term. I think it is in like graphical stuff, but the way like everyone uses it isn't. So basically, as far as I know, it just means things which are further away move slower than things which are closer. It's like this is your foreground. This is where you want people to focus. And then obviously mountains, miles away, mate. So, you know, they move slowly. And I try to do that a lot. Ooh. Hold on. Let me get this back up. So like here, like those mountains move really slow.
Yeah.
And then these move faster. Let me actually go into like the responsive
ones.
And
what is that response? How do I get to this responsive view? Let's get.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So go on to any website you want. I'm watching streams, so I can talk you through it. It's pretty simple. You just want to press F12. So like to bring. Oh, hold on. Are you using Chrome?
I am, but I have a weird keyboard. So is F12? Is this what you wanted? The console that came up when I did FN F12.
Yeah, that's the one. And then on the top left, you see that little laptop key? It's got like a laptop and a phone.
Yes.
Click on that.
Go. Okay.
There you go. And if you click on the responsive at the top, you can actually choose different mobiles, which is super useful for like seeing what it looks like on different stuff.
Yeah.
And you can also.
Sorry, go on.
Oh no! Sorry, it's the delay, man. So if you overtalk me, don't worry about it. But you can also set up your own one. So I use like a 4K monitor. I don't think it's 4K. It's like the one in between, 2K or whatever.
Oh yeah. 1440, yeah.
So I set one up just to emulate like 1080 because obviously that's the most used one. So what I normally do is I design the page around 1080.
Yes.
And then extrapolate from that.
Cool. I want to make like a note here, which I can do on my computer. I love that. Here, one second. I'm going to throw up the screen real quick. Not to dox my notes. Yeah, that was a strange note. It was good. That was off camera for that one. You'll just have to guess. So what was going on there? Sweet. Okay, that's awesome to know. So design for 1080, most common kind of platform, and then I guess keep phones in mind too. That's my guess, right?
Yeah. I mean, I guess it depends on what you want to do. You can, I mean, you can ignore it, right? You don't have to do it. But it also, this breaks. But I tested it on the smallest thing I could find, which is this Galaxy Fold.
Okay, yeah, listen.
And I'm pretty sure most websites break if you like. Who's gonna? What phone looks like this? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, someone with a shattered monitor with a 200 pixel by 200 pixel strip. You know, we've lost the war.
Right.
Yeah.
There's like that whole idea as well, like of what's it called? It's like a trade-off. Like, how much time do I want to be developing this versus how much is this actually going to make a difference? And it's like that. It's not going to make a difference realistically, is it?
Yeah, it's not. And if you're on a 50-person team, again, no one's actually doing that. I mean, we'd probably look at any. Should we go on CNN and let's just do this? It's probably a good example.
Yeah, let's try on like YouTube. Well, YouTube probably works. I don't know why I went to Google, like Vertec guys.
Oh, it's hard not to. There we go.
Oh man, it kind of does. Oh no, it kind of breaks.
It
Look,
breaks. Yeah, for the sliver stream.
Kind of.
You can just see Mr. Beast's head. That's it.
Yeah, Mr. Beast and Kanye. That's all.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But yeah, so that's my thought process.
Mm-hmm.
You wanted to talk about the reactivity, right?
Well, that parallax thing is cool. So you're somehow adjusting different parts of this background image differently.
Yeah.
How the hell do you do that?
There's a lot of ways to do it. Also, sorry for keep interrupting you, man. I've got quite a bit of delay because my internet isn't the best. So,
no worries, no worries.
No bad. So I used to do game development, and I still do it, but not as much. And in game development, parallax is really common in 2D games because it gives a lot of depth without actually having to add depth.
Mm-hmm.
So if I grab an example, be like games 2D parallax example. Look at it. Oh yeah, it was literally in like old Sonic gameplay. That's where it came from, I believe.
Oh wow, shout out Sonic here.
So like, if you look in the background, the stuff. Oh, this might be a little bit too old. I might have gone too far back. Can we get one where he's actually moving and not just dying? There you go. So you see, like that moves really slow. That moves a little bit faster, and then obviously the very foreground moves super fast.
Yeah.
So it gives it. Oh, sorry.
Oh no, go for it.
I was just saying, it gives it like the sense of distance, right? Even though there actually isn't any distance, these are literally just the same size 2D things. Mm-hmm. So it's just a cool way of like giving it depth without actually having to worry about giving it depth.
Cool. Okay.
So in game development, all you do is you just make it move slower than the camera. So it probably isn't the best way to do it, but it's just kind of the same thing I did in JavaScript, which is literally, ignore the disgusting code, okay? It's literally, you just get each element, and then you just translate it by a different amount. So if you actually look at, how do I get rid of this? Go away. So it probably is really inefficient, to be honest, but you know what? It works.
It works.
So if I just open up all of these, there's actually, I can literally just do like and recursively. So you can see like the little flashing things. That means it's getting updated. Mm-hmm. So you can see like different amounts of transforms are being applied to them depending on where I'm scrolling. So like if I move this like very slightly, let's just do that. You can see like this one's been moved a little bit, this one's been moved more, and then as we go down, it gets moved more and more because obviously the front ones need to get moved more because they're closer to us.
Okay. So is this going back to those separate layers you exported, or are these just stacked layers on top of each other? Is this kind of like Z stacking with these different elements?
Yeah. It's a pretty ugly web page. I've actually added a comment here because of how ugly it was. Well, actually, it's fine on like my contacts page, right?
It looks
but
good.
On this one, it's weird because I wanted to make this clickable. Mm-hmm. And to make stuff clickable under other divs, you have to set the pointer events to none. And it was just being really buggy and it didn't really want to work because you're not really supposed to do what I'm doing.
I've had issues with that. Yeah, of stacking elements like that. Yeah.
So I just made everything absolute, which is not a good practice at all. Which is why I did that comment, just in case like an employer or something was checking it. Is that going to happen? Probably not, but just in case. So yeah, this is literally just these stacking. Ooh, that's ugly. This is literally just these stacking. You literally just have every single web page, and the closer ones are higher. It's like that's that, so on and so forth.
Wow. Okay. Was that a pain in the butt exporting those? And then DJ Cave goes, can you not use Z index?
Yeah, you can use Z index. I am using it here. The Z index is obviously, so the way Z index works, I'm assuming Keith knows this, but just in case, I guess anyone watching, is it works on a node based thing. So say you have this as a z of like 1. I should be saying z. And then you have like a child here of a z index of 2. And this one is like a z index of 1 again. And so even if this one here is a z index of like 999, it's only relative to the parent, right? Mm-hmm. So this won't be visible over that. It will only be visible over other children. Mm-hmm. So, but I do use the indexes, but it's just relative to the actual background content div, which is, just like the whole entire background all put together. So yeah. Is it okay if I quickly go get myself a drink?
Oh yeah. Grab some water. Very cool. Yeah, I haven't done Z-index in web stuff, and that's cool to think about.
It's cool.
Yeah. I've done it in like more design apps, but it makes sense.
I'll be right back. I'll literally be like 5 minutes.
Yeah, sounds good. Sweet. And let's just to make sure we get that down, let's inspect this. Oh, there we go. We're actually already in that view, so let's inspect this again. And it's cool how it just opens up dynamically. And let's see if we can shrink this all the way. See if we can break CNN as well. Oh, what do we need? We just need like a super small one. Can I manually set the dimensions? Maybe not. Responsive? Let's try that. Yeah, that's probably will do it. There we go. Kind of works. Oh, yeah. So for web audio, I don't know if you've used Max for Live or Rainbow. If you maybe use Ableton Live, use Max for Live with that. So they have a cool new technology called Rainbow. And Rainbow lets you export 2 different export targets. And we have a few options. I don't know why they're not showing up right now here. Let's maybe close that up. But let's do that one more time. So the cool thing is, like, you have a bunch of export targets, including JavaScript, but also C++. So, oh, you're looking for Ableton streamers. Okay, awesome. My day job is working at Ableton, DJ Keith. I'm a brand manager there, so longtime Ableton user. And you're into music making long enough, you start to get into the nerdy side. Like it sounds like we're all into as well. So, yeah. So anyway, so that's what got me into cycling initially too. But this new technology, Rainbow, is awesome because you can do something in Max, node based, and then you can export it. So this patch right here, this is the representation of this, right? And we're seeing that live there, which is cool. And I'm getting a call. Let me get Billy back on 1 sec.
Hey.
Yo, are you in? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Am I still good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All good.
Okay, cool. Also, thank you for the connection. I've accepted it.
Oh, nice.
I won't say your name, but I've.
Oh yeah, I'll add you, and you got a LinkedIn. I'll hit you up on LinkedIn too.
Oh yeah, I'll send it to you. I sent it in chat earlier, but I'll send it to you as well.
Cool.
Well, so you work at Ableton, dude.
I do.
Dude, get me a job.
That's the day job. On some of the web stuff. Yeah, I mean that could be awesome.
Or an engineer in the background.
Yeah, well, it's cool.
Java.
I will say that there are devs who started in web development who are now like working on the product side, like working on Live itself. So it's cool. Like there is obviously a connection with all this stuff. So, yeah, I've worked there. I've been there a long time. But then I love the dev stuff too, and that's starting to get some of my my energy as well. So I'm in the U.S. Ableton. Obviously, the mothership is Berlin, but maybe we'll have to do a Berlin visit too. The office is cool. I haven't been out there in a while, but it's cool. It's always fun to go to Berlin too.
Brand manager.
Yes.
That's cool. That means you're high up, which means there are jobs you could give out, right? Technically.
Well, marketing jobs. But I don't know. I think the dev thing is exciting. Yeah, it's kind of hard. Yeah, it's like 1 foot in to both worlds, But yeah, I can definitely keep you posted for opportunities and stuff like that, for sure.
Sounds good, man. I'm trying to move to the States as well, so.
Nice. Well, that's the thing for like being a dev. You were talking about salaries and things like that. It just feels like the U.S. market is crazy, right? It's like
they paid so much.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
It's nuts.
Dude, dev jobs get like fucking junior jobs get paid like $100,000. It's mental.
Yeah, interns are making huge money. But it feels like the reckoning is happening here too. I do think though, it's like, is tech going away? Is the new Apple Vision Pro taking over? It's like, no, people are going to be using websites for a long time, and if anything,
dude, web development is going nowhere.
I know, but it's nowhere. It's weird though, because now every medical facility, you can make your medical appointments online. Like all these companies that weren't tech, maybe they've all become tech and they're not jobs for us anymore. But I still feel like there should be more opportunity. But it feels like a fucked up time where it doesn't make sense. So I'd like to believe that there's still a lot of opportunity. I feel like. What do you think?
I think there's tons of opportunity. Well, this is the thing, right? So I'm looking at it through a lens where I don't mind moving anywhere in America. So for me, there's tons of opportunity, but I understand like if you have roots somewhere, like even if you don't have like a partner and children or anything, if you have roots somewhere like even rent or something, probably does feel different, because I feel like America, the jobs are everywhere rather than just in one place. So for me, going over there, I could move anywhere in the States. It's going to be a new life for me, right? But obviously, if you've been living in like, I don't know, Chicago, it's a lot more of a task for you to move, halfway across the country for a job, right? So I can't really speak as like someone who lives there. It's obviously different, right? If you're living there.
Yeah.
But then again, it's like I would have to uproot everything to move halfway across the world. But for some reason, to me, that feels easier than it does moving across country.
Yeah,
because it's such a change. I don't know.
No, that's interesting. Yeah, it's like this whole new opportunity versus like moving for a job specifically or something. It makes sense. It sounds like you love the nature and stuff. I mean, it's worth giving a shot. It sounds like you're thinking about it. So
oh yeah.
And then so DJ Keith, you're also a outside of the festival, you do marketing data products in the day. Nice. Okay, you're on the marketing side as well. Everything breaks down and yeah, that's the thing. The AI stuff is not going away. It's just going to get better. I want to start doing that more. Obviously, that's a whole rabbit hole at my advanced age too. But I got to get into it.
Are you worried about that? Because I'm not.
Oh, the AI stuff?
Yeah.
I'm not,
for programming.
Oh, for programming? I think it's really exciting. I think it is going to eliminate jobs. The question is, like, is there still opportunity? Like, if it's like every piece of tech, right? You learn it and you get better at it, and it just makes your life easier. But that happened with the computer. From the music side, that happened with MIDI, being able to control things without our hands, and like people still make music. So I'm not so worried about that, but it's like there are less jobs for juniors, I think, innately, because some of this shit's going to get automated away.
Yeah, I don't think that's a bad thing necessarily.
No. Yeah, what do you think? What do you think? Because it's been a little bit of like this, everyone's going to a boot camp, like me included, right? But if you really want to do it, it feels like the opportunities will be there. It's like, I feel like, Billy, you're killing it. You're working on this stuff. You're putting a lot of effort into it. You're being thoughtful about it. Like, I'm sure there is a job for you, right? Like, that's going to happen.
Well, I'd hope so, but I don't know. Recently, I haven't been getting any offers. So, we'll see.
Yeah, it's just a weird time. I know you will be. Okay, and then DJ Keith goes, Billy, learn Next.js and we can employ you. And like, I feel like, Billy, you could probably pick that up pretty fast, considering what I've seen from the stuff you're doing.
You can't really know it. Well, no, I don't know it, but I know a good amount of it. I wouldn't say I know it. Isn't Next.js like
That's like another React library. Am I crazy? What does it do differently? Is it server
I thought it was
side?
a Versal thing. Hold on, let me Google it. I thought it was a Versal thing, because when I was looking into Hosters, Versal came up.
Let's see. Oh, Next.js by Versal. Okay.
Oh,
there
he does it. He strikes again.
There it is. Oh, look at their site. Yeah, they could use a little help. No, I'm having fun. Having fun.
Yeah, you're still on like your Be Right Back screen, by the way.
Oh, really? Are you kidding me? Oh, God. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know how long that's been going on.
Oh, it's been so long. Thank you, DJ Keith. Next time, like, as you can see, I just, I'm literally frozen as we speak. So let me know if y'all see anything crazy going on there. Okay, let's get the camera back. All right. Harmonizes the front and back end. That's nice. So why do people... Is this using Node for backend? Because it feels like people use PHP and Python. So this seems like a cool opportunity.
Yeah, Django.
A Django, yeah. But if this does it all...
I have PTSD from that, man.
Oh, from Django? That's cool. I mean, that's the thing. All that time in the trenches, like you're just, you're better at everything for it. Versus just learning the one framework and only knowing that. Dynamic HTML streaming. Wow.
I've got 110,000 stars on GitHub. I was happy when mine got 10.
Well, hey, that's awesome. Tailwind, there we go. Supports Tailwind.
Well, Tailwind's just like a CSS thing, right?
Yeah. I guess they CSS support, which you would hope it would have. So that's awesome.
Yeah, hopefully. It'd be awkward if they didn't. Yeah.
Oh, Washington Post, Mr. Beast. Listen, they got some big names on here.
I used to work for that guy.
Really? You were doing web stuff?
No, not web. No. Honest to God, excluding my future employer in chat, I actually haven't really done any web stuff except from like the start of this year.
Okay, but that was your back-end stuff.
Yeah. I actually can't talk about it too much, but I can say it's back-end automation stuff.
Cool.
I can't say too much. There was like this NDA was like 5 pages long. It's the most complex document ever.
Yeah. Don't mess with an NDA that long.
Yeah, no.
This looks cool. What is this? Hi there. A chat application. Oh, I have to sign in. Oh, it's Versal as well. So this is connected. Is this like their AI? Is this their AI integration? Do I not need to grab this myself? We may have to get you in chat too. It's just easier. It's more real time here. It's just going to be a hangout stream. I'll make an account later, but...
Should I quickly, before that guy jumps in, should I quickly go over this and then...
Go over it. Yeah, and we'll go off. Keith, we'll get you in for the future. But yeah. Let's
Okay, so I find a pretty good way of adding, like nice interactivity stuff like that. Whoa,
I love that tilt. Yeah.
Thank you. That's really easy. Like that stuff is literally just it's just a hover with a, oh man, this code looks so ugly on here, but it's literally just like a hover, right?
Yeah.
And a transition. That stuff's really easy.
That's all just in Tailwind inline. Okay.
Yeah. So that stuff's super easy. Mm-hmm. Anyone can do it. And it's super lightweight because I don't know how CSS does it, but it's insanely efficient. It's like small things like that, like the way it it's like almost like interactive.
Yeah.
Like you get feedback for the user.
Exactly. Yeah. It feels like a hat. Yeah. That's cool. So that's
and then
CSS.
There's small things like, that's all CSS. This is it. Most of it's CSS, to be honest.
That's great. That's great.
You basically want to be using CSS for everything because, oh man, I read a massive thing about it, but the way like it renders and the DOM, which is the document something.
Oh yeah.
The way that renders and stuff, CSS is like, just by nature of being CSS, is always going to be more efficient than JavaScript.
Mm-hmm.
So you should always be using like CSS when you can. Obviously, there's some things you can't really use CSS for. So like, for example, when I click on a link, it like fades out, goes to the site, and then fades back in.
That's JavaScript.
That's JavaScript, yeah. Which I'm really happy with.
Show me that. Yeah. And DJ, Keith. Anyway, we'll look at this after, but I guess that is a prompt front end builder. So we're out of a job before we had jobs, but
can it make cool custom stuff like this though?
That's that's maybe the question, yeah. And ultimately, someone's got to put all the pieces together.
Right.
But show me your JS. Show me that transition. I love that.
So this is ugly. Just warning you. So I got a default JavaScript, so all pages use this.
Okay.
I'm a back-end developer, so I need to compartmentalize. Is that the right word? Modularize everything as much as I can. So that is really simple. So when you fade in, it gets the content div, which is the fading in div. So all the fading in div is a It's probably a better way to do this. This is just the way I
It looks
devised.
good. It looks good to me. It's clear to me.
So there is for every single thing. Oh, so one thing I should mention is that I haven't followed any tutorials or anything. This is just pure like self-taught. So there's probably some weird things where you can do it slightly more efficient, or like there's just literally something inbuilt which can do it for you. That's just something which happens, right?
There's always another way. There's always 50 ways to do something. Yeah.
Right. So this is just like a faded in div, which is, you know what, I'm gonna edit this live on stream. Look at this. Getting that premium stuff right here.
Ooh, beautiful. Well, DJ Keefe goes, transitions are dope. Speed them up if possible. So there's an opinion from someone. So that's something you could do in real time if you wanted to. Obviously, you don't have to, but...
I'm 50-50 on speeding it up. I think speeding it up works for most sites, but this is like a personal website where I'm kind of going for that chill vibe.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Longer engagement. You want them to hang out and actually look at your portfolio. That's funny to think about, right? It's like, get them to hang out a while, you know?
Yeah, and also I like the chill vibe, man. I feel like this is a chill website, you know? It's like, I like it being nice and slow. Oh, that's going to break because of the redirect, but I like it being nice and slow, you know? It's nice, I think.
I
Each their own, obviously.
Yeah. And Keith goes, I respect the chill as well, so...
oh, I appreciate that. This is just a faded in div. Now I can't actually edit this. I was thinking I could, but then this JavaScript's just going to run.
Okay, so show me your Java. So is a lot of this happening? What is your JavaScript telling it to do? So you're targeting it via this class name fade-div, and then what is this set timeout? Oh, cool. So that's where you're actually doing the interaction.
So a weird thing with JavaScript is it's atomic. Do you know what atomic means, or should I go over that?
Is that so no floats or something, or you tell me?
So atomic means, okay, hold on. Paint is coming back up again.
All right, let's get it going. Let's get paint back up.
So atomic means, say I have an instruction. We're just going to call this 1, 2, 3. Okay. Atomic means it will start here and end here, and it will not have any intermediary spots, right? It will run 2, run 3, but it won't change anything until 3's done, right? So this is atomic. Atomic just means there's no intermediary spots of the data. So a non-atomic thing would be every single step it updates the data. If that makes sense?
Yeah, so it'd be like 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, and then all the microdecimal, or is that it or no?
No, these are more like instructions, right? It's got nothing to do with floats or anything.
Okay. Okay.
These are like literally instructions. So like in a thing, this might be like, you know, one might be, you know, set this to white. This might be set it to black, and this might be set it to white. So when this runs, if it's non-atomic or if it's atomic, it won't make any changes because this never will be applied, right? Because it's atomic, this will never be applied until it's over. And a non-atomic would be, it would go from black to white, update it to white, and then go from white to black, and then update it to black. So because JavaScript is single-threaded, I believe, they do it atomically, but there are ways to get around this, which is with a set timeout. So basically, when the timeout happens, it updates the DOM, which is that thing I was talking about, which is basically just how the web page is displayed.
Yeah, how it paints.
Yeah, so if you do a set timeout, it will update it. So the way this will work, right? So imagine we didn't have the set timeout. Hold on. Perfect time. How do I zoom in on this? There you go.
Oh, yeah, nice.
I got you. I've streamed like twice, so I'm kind of a professional.
Nice.
So if this was atomic, right, it would immediately just hide it because it would do all of these steps in between, right? But it wouldn't actually make the changes until all of the functions been like calculated or processed, if that makes sense.
Yes, yeah. That's the single-threaded nature. I hadn't heard the term atomic. I have more research to do. That's awesome, though. Okay.
Atomic, yeah, super useful term.
Cool.
So the way this works, right, is because we want that nice fade in. It's going to update the DOM, sorry. And it's going to change the opacity. And then 1500 milliseconds later, which is about, you actually don't need this because of the way I've done it, but basically after 1500, it just makes it hidden, which removes it from the DOM. And that's how you get that nice fade in. So that you kind of have to visualize it. Like, you got to imagine, ignore that black. That's some weird caching thing I need to fix. You got to imagine like there's a div right in front of us, and then it fades out and it removes itself. And then when you click, now this actually kind of messes with the SEO, but the way I've gone around it is just by adding. Sorry, I need to zoom out. I can't go zoomed in.
No, like navigating code zoomed in is a pain.
So the way I do it is you call fade out redirect, which is this cool thing where it like fades out, then goes to it, then fades back in. But that messes with the SEO because this won't be counted in the SEO. So I don't know if Google still uses it, but there's this thing called PageRank. I don't know if you've heard of that. So it's basically the way Google picks stuff up. I don't think they use this anymore, but they use like a modified version of it. So say you have this page here, and you have like 3 pages going to it. Google will be like, hold on, you're linking to this page 3 times. This is the most important page, right? But obviously it's not going to detect it in a JavaScript. Well, it probably could, but it doesn't. Could you use promises here? Technically. But set timeout doesn't return promises in JavaScript. So you would have to basically implement your own set timeout, which is just weird and complex. So I chose not to do that.
Interesting. Okay.
So yeah, the way I've done it. Oh, sorry. The way I've done this is just to add like a little anchor tag here with the href, which is basically invisible, but it just shows the SEO. But
I got you. So there actually is a hard link to it.
Yeah. And the way the fade in works, or fade out, I should say, is it does basically the opposite. So it unhides it. This I will show you in a sec. Pretty cool bit of code. I was really happy with this. I didn't realize how easy it would be. And then obviously it fades back in, and then after a certain amount of time, which is 3/4 of a second, it redirects you.
And that's to the new URL, or where does it redirect you?
To the new URL. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So whatever's passed into this. So
that's cool. So it's like 3 layers of interaction or something. Like, it fades in, it fades back, and then it sends you to the new page. Yeah.
And I don't think they do that anymore, DJ. Especially since, that algorithm was made in like 95 or 96. It was ages ago. And especially since most websites now are dynamic, so it wouldn't even work with those. But anyway.
Yeah, that's good to think about too. I know it feels like people were still talking about SEO in such a big way. Obviously it's important, but just it feels like you just pay fucking Google and then your site gets up these days. Obviously it's still important. Maybe I'm just bitter about that because I don't know it that well, but search feels
I think
like
that might be a
pretty
bit of a thing,
right
yeah.
now. Yeah.
There's definitely, you can pay for promotion. The way it works now more than anything is through users actually accessing your site through searches. That's like the most important one. It's like, say you were to search Bill Kilby or something. The way this gets pumped up the most is if someone was to scroll all the way down and then find billkilby.dev like miles and miles down here. And then like say I clicked through this, it won't work, so I clicked through it already. And then this will get boosted up.
Oh, really? Okay, so they kind of wait. They kind of wait how people kind of look for you or seek you out.
Yeah, that's the most important one. But it's almost like you need to do all the other stuff to make that bit possible. Because obviously, you can't expect people to scroll down 200 pages to find your website, right?
Totally.
At the beginning. But yeah. So what were we going over?
Well, I think that was a lot of it on the JS side. I may look at your code and take a little swing. I won't do something like that, but maybe I'll do something different, and I could come back to the next stream when you're around. I know it's like 2:30 your time right now, but The site's looking awesome, and this interaction is really cool.
Thank you. One thing just about this bit of line of code here.
Oh,
right?
yeah, and what is the get computer style method? What is that?
This basically just detects if it's visible.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's not visible, which it will never be on mobile, it will just instantly redirect you. Because, well, hold on. This is lagging because it's a 404, but you got to imagine it is instantly redirecting you, right?
Yeah.
It's just taking a while. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
So, because on mobile, when you're on mobile, I feel like most people, at least me, I'm a little bit more like ADHD on mobile, right? You want to get through stuff as quick as possible.
We all are. Just get me to my page. Like, I'm between stops on the subway.
Right.
Yeah, just load the shit.
So obviously it doesn't do it on here. This is a nice transition, but the second you hop onto, this, it's just bam. Well, 404, but
Yeah. Is it fun, or like, is that frustrating for you? Do you like having to design for mobile, or is that like an afterthought for you, or where do you put that in your thought process?
It's definitely an after. I think you can see it's an afterthought from the the quality of each one, right? This is mobile, and then this is like really nice.
Sure, yeah.
I like it. It's a unique challenge. I like using Tailwind to make it so these transform into the mobile side. That's really fun for me. Mm-hmm. Because obviously, sorry, let me try and think of how to phrase this. So obviously, I mean, I guess a way you could do it, like in HTML, right, is technically you could have literally like a desktop site, and then make this hidden with so it just only shows on desktop, and then you could do a whole entire another completely separate mobile site, right? You could do that.
Yeah.
And there's probably some websites which do that, because that probably gives you way more control over the website. But I think it's really fun trying to figure out how to turn this into a mobile website.
Yeah. And you're
That's
keeping
really fun
the
to me.
same design language. I think that helps that you've helped. DJ Keefe goes, "This is the best stream ever." Not gonna lie.
Let's go, Matt. We're making history.
Yeah, this is huge. DJ Keefe, thank you for hanging out today. And stopping by, and you pop in. We'll do more. I think this is fun, like having folks on here and just having chats about this.
Sure.
So yeah, let's get you on here. Obviously, maybe we'll do an earlier stream for Billy one of these days, but
I'm here for at least another 20 minutes if you want to.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, one thing I was really happy with this is it randomly serves. It's a little bit buggy at the moment because obviously I've only written one blog. Once it's 5, it will work perfectly. But it randomly serves different blogs.
Oh, nice. Okay, for like your past work that's cool.
Yeah, so once they've gotten to the bottom of a blog, you might want to read another, whatever. So normally you'd do this dynamically, pulling from a database, but obviously I'm on GitHub Pages, so that's not possible. So the way I've done this is it literally just pulls it from a JSON, which is technically really bad. You should never do that. It's like some cause issue, which is like this cross-reference attack.
I don't know much about it. I just know it gives me errors and breaks my website. So that's...
Yes, you should never really... Actually, it tends to work online fine. If you're testing it locally, if I just go to chuck HTML at the end, you'll see that I get tons of errors. There you go. So obviously this is having a cause issue.
Oh yeah.
Obviously it works fine online. I don't really know why, if I'm being honest. I mean, I do know why. I don't understand why you can't just launch it locally. I mean, you can do stuff like getting Python up and then starting a server. That's just effort. I don't want to do that.
Yeah. So what I've been doing for that, at least for WordPress, for my own site, and maybe you've checked it out, is this one called Local.
Right.
Yeah, and this lets me approximate that, and I guess that's where I was having that error from. So anyway, yeah, I don't know. This worked for me.
Or just like a local host kind of thing.
Yeah, just a local host, and you start it from here, and then yeah, I don't have the CORS issues when I'm using this. Yeah, I don't know if it's WordPress only or that doesn't really make sense, but I guess maybe it is. Yeah.
I mean, you can basically host as many servers as you want locally. But man, I just can't be bothered. I just can't be bothered.
Yeah, fair enough. We're working quick. We're getting, yeah. Yeah, it's an annoying thing to get hung up on, right? Like.
Yeah, and also like, man, I feel like I've made really big progress. Like I started this web page. What day is it today? I started on Monday, so this has been like what? Well, I'm not counting Friday. Okay, I'm only 3 hours into it. It's been like 4 days of work. Yeah, I feel like I've got a lot done.
You're killing it, dude. Yeah. How many hours do you like? When are you most productive? Maybe we can do a productivity talk there. Oh, thank you, DigiFiddler for hopping on today. I don't want to dox you either, but awesome person. We were hanging out earlier, so thank you for joining. Hope the day's been going good and the show was good earlier.
Ciao. I am most productive at night. I normally put on an album or 2 or 3, depending on how big my task is.
Yeah.
And I just grind through some work.
Headphones, or are we using speakers here?
Hell yeah, I've got some Bayer Dynamics on.
Heck yeah. Yeah, shout out Bayer Dynamics.
So good.
Yeah.
So good.
And DJ Keefe says, Billy, you got to hit him up on LinkedIn.
I got a job.
And sorry for gendering you, DJ Keefe. I don't know. But yeah, anyway, hit up DJ Keefe on LinkedIn, and yeah, you guys are gonna make magic. And what are the Highlands called? What is that area called?
Scottish Highlands.
Where the big mountain is. I'm sorry for completely butchering.
Oh, Lake District.
Lake District, yes.
How dare you not know every single national park of the UK?
I would love to.
Yeah.
I think that's a good goal. That's maybe my 2024 goal here.
And thank you, DJ. I will do. I'll probably message you tomorrow because it's pretty late. That sounds good. Man, oh God, I could go on a rant about nature in the UK, though. It's actually depressing that, like, the closest I live down here in the south. Well, I've just doxed myself, but down there. And Snowdon, right, which is like the biggest mountain near me. Mm-hmm. There's a bloody cafe on the top of it.
Oh yeah,
it's like, man.
Oh,
it's just kind of sad.
Hey, that's more. At least they've kind of built it into the mountain, and it looks cool. I'm gonna throw some respect at that compared to what I've seen. Yeah.
And also, they serve the best bloody pastries in there.
Oh, they
so
do.
Good.
Okay. Is there a tram? Yeah. Oh, there's a tram up there. Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, it's a train. It goes for miles. It's a nice little train as well. I've taken it once. So I was with my dog, and she's old. So she went up the mountain, but going down is like hard on their knees, right?
Yeah. That's a good compromise. And take like the awesome train as well. Okay, Keith hasn't been noted. You guys may have to do a hike too here.
Dude, we're gonna do the Matt Waste community hike up Snowdon.
Love it.
Yeah, no, it is amazing up there. The views you get as well, because it's surprisingly okay. I don't know what this is. Just give me an image. I mean, that looks amazing.
Yeah,
never looks like that. But yeah, it is cool. But one thing I'd say about the UK, at least down here, is you don't have mountains. They're more like just big hills.
The rolling hills.
Yeah, like that is just a big hill to me. Whereas if you look at like Cascades, is it the Cascades?
Let's see.
The one near Rainer, near Seattle.
Oh yeah. I think those are the Cascades. Yeah.
Yeah, North Cascades. I know my geography, man.
Yeah, you're good. I know. You're GeoGuessr over here.
But like, man, you could just plop anywhere and it'll be like the most beautiful thing you've ever seen. Look at that.
Yeah. And
that's a mountain.
That's a mountain. Yeah.
It feels like you could die on this, and that makes it feel like a mountain. Whereas the other ones, it feels like you could roll down them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, feel good. Yeah. Oh yeah. DigiFiddler has hills too. Beautiful rolling hills, but like similar. Yeah, it's crazy. I went to Colorado. I've been there a couple times, but I felt like I was gonna die climbing a mountain, and it wasn't even like the hard one, and I didn't have any climbing gear, but like it has that vibe. That was Mount Elbert in Colorado, which is, I think, the second highest mountain in the continental U.S. But there's still like a walking.
Isn't Rainier the highest?
I think.
Isn't this the highest?
Is Rainier? I think. Let's see. That's
just crazy. Like, why is it there?
That's a 14er. All right, type in Elbert. I think. Let's see. Let's see how tall Elbert is. It's definitely.
Should I just search like tallest mountains in
yeah, you can. Yeah. I think it's maybe Mount Whitney, and then there's Elbert.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
Mount Massive.
Mount Massive. Yeah, they're called the 14ers in Colorado, just because like every mountain's like all the big ones are over 14,000 feet, so they're all kind of competing. Anyway, you got to do a U.S. visit at some point. I've wanted to go to Rainier.
Dude, I'd love to.
I've never been. I'd love to go there.
I'd absolutely love to.
And Swiss Alps. Swiss Alps too. I haven't done that. Have you done the Germany thing, or Swiss Alps, or French? I guess they're all the Alps, right?
Yeah, I like the Alps. They're nice. They're beautiful, absolutely beautiful, especially like around here. They're like jaw-droppingly beautiful, like this.
Yeah.
Oh,
gorgeous,
man. I would probably say they are the most like visually appealing mountains in the world. They're just so green and lush and just amazing.
Yeah.
But I like the Pyrenees, which is here. So the Pyrenees are like in between France and Spain.
Oh, nice.
And these are like more rugged. They're more like.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah, more that looks more like the Sierras in the U.S. Yeah, those look beautiful.
Yeah, the Sierras. Yeah. So I like these. I want to go here after. Over in summer sometime. Oh man, look at that! Fucking hell.
Yeah. Oh, but you get it all there. This is what I miss. I haven't done this part of Europe. I basically just only go to cities when I go to Europe. So I'd love to do more European nature. That looks amazing.
Yeah, and then I'd love to go to. I want to say it's like around here. This is like the only like wilderness we have left in Europe. Like untouched.
You can see how dense that is. Yeah.
Because obviously Europe, people have lived here for like 3,000 years. Well, maybe not that long, but like a good like 2,000 years. So everything's kind of been touched. But there is like some like we have like basically anywhere there's bears. I feel like that constitutes untouched wilderness. If there's bears there, I'm in.
Yeah, that is fair.
See, I'd love to go around here. There's tons around here, and this might be an ignorant thing to say, but I don't know if you're allowed to go through there because I think there's an issue with there was this war. You might have heard about it.
Oh yeah, 99
in
or
all
whatever.
Of these lot.
Yeah.
And they laid so many landmines that most areas are still unsafe. So I don't actually know if you can go hike in there safely.
Wow. Doesn't that suck?
Which sucks. Yeah, that super sucks. But that might be an ignorant thing. You might be able to now. They might have cleared them. But I remember that was like Princess Diana. She used to go over there and like walk through them. Like to break down.
Oh,
like,
shout out Princess Diana. Let's shout out Princess Diana on stream.
Shout out to her. She won't ever hear it, but
she's here in spirit. Andorra, DJ Keith went to Andorra
Andorra's
last year.
Beautiful. Andorra's in between here, isn't it? There it is.
I think it's beautiful.
Where is Andorra? I swear Andorra's a city. Oh, here it is.
I've been curious.
There's some super beautiful places.
What is the official language? They speak French or is it Spanish or?
Do you think it like trades every year or something?
yeah. All right, we're doing Spanish this year.
There's actually I think it's there's an island somewhere along here which trades spots every year between Spain and France.
Oh, really? That's hilarious. That's actually is it?
Yeah, it might be this one. It like swaps every year.
Oh yeah,
or every 6 months or something.
Right on the cusp. Yeah. Hey, I guess all of you have EU citizenship now. That was probably a lot chiller when you had to pick one. Oh, sorry, Brexit. Oh, my bad.
Yeah. No, we don't know. I mean, we can still travel pretty easily. They're not like denying Brits in.
Yeah, good.
But it just makes it a bit more annoying because you can't just travel there. You have to like fill out the visa and stuff.
Oh, I got you.
But like, it's still not an issue, right? Because most of these things, like either the airline does it for you, or you just have to fill out like a little thing while you're on the plane.
Oh yeah, I feel like many of the British people I know live in Barcelona right now, so it doesn't feel like it's become more impossible. So
yeah, it's all right. It's all right. Making the best of a bad situation. Yeah, no, there's some beautiful nature out there, and I that's what I'm trying to get with.
Yeah,
that website, man.
Yeah. Well, it's coming through. It's looking awesome, and yeah. What are you gonna do next? What's our next thing on here?
Contact.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's cool. Oh, the contact goes behind the mountain. Let me see that. That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I literally spent like 5 minutes on this, so it does break. It does break. I haven't like finished it right. I literally just made this and then hopped on stream.
Oh my god, that looks sick. I love that it goes behind the mountain. Don't get rid of that. That's very cool.
Thank you. I'll try not to. Yeah, so I've been reading about like this color theory stuff. Now I don't know if it's like some quasi-science stuff. Apparently, green means friendly, blue means professional, yellow means like danger, all of that stuff.
Interesting. I mean, that's all fair, right? It's physiological. I love there's kind of speaking of the green, there's kind of a little patina over everything. Am I wrong?
What does that mean? Sorry.
Is there like I almost feel like there's a slight green layer, like that contact me. Is that just straight white, or is there like a nearly translucent green layer over this?
That's completely white, but it might be like that weird thing where depending on what colors white's surrounded by, it makes it look that color.
Yeah. Well, it looks very good. There's some color theory here. And yeah, it looks like we'll have to move to Andorra as a tax haven, which is, all the tax havens are beautiful. I'm doing a trip to Belize, I think, in a few months, and like apparently it's a tax haven too.
Shouts of tax havens.
Yeah.
I want to go
Hide
to
your
Monaco,
money
man.
somewhere beautiful. Yeah.
Ever heard about Monaco?
Oh, I have. Yeah, I just know it's like the most expensive place in the world, right, or something.
Yeah, they got like, it's like the Europe's Vegas. It's like tons of like really nice hotels, like casinos everywhere. Look at these super yachts just casually chilling there.
Like everything, each one of those yachts is just worth so much.
Yeah. Oh man, I love this. Look at this. This is just like Europe summed up, right? Like this is a stadium. It's so built up. There's just houses around it. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's wild. I mean, it almost, yeah. Is Monaco its own country? Am I dumb? Is it part of another country?
I believe so, yeah. I think it's a city-state.
City-state, wow.
I don't know if city-states count as their own countries. I think they count as part of the country they're in, but they like govern themselves.
Cool.
Because you have a couple in Italy. I cannot remember. Oh, San Marino, there you go. Where is that?
That's another one too.
Yeah, it's another city-state. I'm not gonna be able to find it.
That's cool. Italy I also want to explore, and is like huge and has a big population and feels like you could spend years
there. Good food.
And yeah, the food ain't bad. Although, listen, we got pretty good pizza here in the Big Apple, but they probably still have better pizza. No offense to us.
You won't get cancer from eating the one in Italy.
Yeah, that is nice. Yeah, their tomato is actually real. Yeah, no. Shout out upstate New York. We got some good produce here too. But
oh man, you're in New York. Take it back.
Yeah. We got some.
It's like that's like the home of the pizza, isn't it?
It is. Yeah, so many slices.
Man, like Croatia as well. There's like some real weird stuff with Croatia though. Like down here, there's like a beach where there's like a wall with tons of barbed wire on it because they don't want people like swimming around.
Oh,
I can't remember exactly where it is, but it's pretty funny. It's not funny actually, is it?
That's one way to keep people off the beach.
Yeah.
Croatia, like everyone's traveling there now. It feels like a lot of tourism and stuff. I had some friends go there.
Oh, it's a beautiful country. Beautiful country.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I'm getting put in my place a little bit here. Napoli is the home of the pizza. So yeah, I think I just need to go try Italian pizza, not my East Coast derivatives.
That's pretty funny. Is there any scaffolding on that? I can't tell.
Yeah. Oh Lord.
They've tried to camouflage it there with some images. Pretty funny.
Oh, what is that?
It's like they've like printed the thing on the scaffolding.
Oh,
so it's less noticeable.
That's hilarious. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. What else? What else is there?
Yeah, well, it's looking good. Well, definitely, I'm gonna take some of your interactive stuff and see if I could play around a little bit. And
Oh yeah.
yeah. Anyway, so yeah, maybe we can do a little side by side or something. Can you give me some thoughts on that if you have time in the next stream or two?
Yeah, of course, man. I mean, I'm around most days, to be honest. I don't have much of a life, so shoot me a message.
Sounds good. Well, you are putting it to good use, building these things so friggin' quick. Makes me envious.
Thank you. I mean, I'm just doing this like after work and stuff at the moment.
Nice.
So
nice. Yeah, you got to get the time in. I'm trying to work on my like morning coding routine, which is its own.
Oh man, you try and code in the morning?
I'd like to, just like before work. Because my mind's clear. You know, I'm not on the news in the same way, and I'm trying not to be.
Are you
on
like
my
an early
phone.
bird?
No.
You get up easily.
I relatively right. It's all relative. Like I wake up at like 7:45, 8 a.m. You know, people wake up at 5 a.m. So, yeah.
Weirdos. Don't know how they do that.
It's great. I think it just happens naturally as you start. You know, the years wear on. You're like, oh, I'm up earlier.
It takes me like 3 hours for my brain to actually start braining.
Oh, yeah, but that's cool. That's why you work at night. It makes sense. Like, yeah, it's funny. We're all like wired differently with that. I'd like to be more of a morning person for sure. Still, it's hard for me though, for sure.
Yeah. Look, what happens, eh?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, yeah. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, we'll definitely do this again on the share side.
Sounds good. Thank you for getting me a job. I'm now hired.
you and DJ Keefe. Let's get it going. No tax havens, you two. But I hope you can.
I don't mind a tax haven personally. I don't mind it. You know, 0% tax sounds pretty good.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Listen, it sounds good. All right. Cool.
You have a good one, my friend.
Okay,
I'll stick around in stream for a little bit, but then I'm going to head to bed.
Sweet. Sounds good. Thank you so much for hopping on.
Just shoot me a message on... Oh, look, you sent me a...
Oh, it gave you a little hi monkey or something on Discord. Yeah, I'm going to switch off. I'll move this Discord off 1 sec.
Oh, did I just dox you?
Oh, no. Oh, no. It's all good. I feel like I've doxed myself like 100 times, so it's all good.
Fair enough. All right. You have a good one, man. I'll try and catch you soon.
Sweet. Okay.
And yeah, just shoot me a message if you have anything.
Sweet. Yeah, that sounds awesome.
Oh, and let me, thank you for letting me show it off.
Of course. Thank you for sharing to everyone. It's like, so I think this is like conversations are best. That's how you really unpack stuff. I'm listening to so many podcasts. I'm just tired of a single friggin' talking head. Like, let's have discussion. So, yeah.
Yeah, man. What podcast you listen to before I go? Do you listen to Lex Friedman? He's pretty good.
I did. I actually was listening to that Lex Friedman, which I sent to this other member in the chat here, which is funny. Which is good.
What episode do you watch?
I like Lex too, but oh, sorry, say again.
What episode were you watching?
It was this most recent one. Yeah, it was this most recent one.
Oh, with the Palestine stuff?
Yeah, with the Palestine stuff. Yeah, which is great, but like I want more discussion, you know. Yeah, anyway. But yeah, so I listened to him. I listened to a bunch all over the place and a lot of good tech ones, although I'd like some more coding ones as well. But
he has some really good interviews with the Open AI guy, which I recommend.
Ooh, okay, I'll check that out. I haven't.
And also he has one with Tom. Oh, what's the Bethesda guy's name? Oh my god, it's escaping me. Bethesda.
Oh, the Starfield
guy. What's his name? Todd Howard. That's it.
Oh, Todd Howard. Yeah.
Yeah, Lex Friedman, Todd Howard. That is a really good one. You don't expect it to be, but it's actually it's just so interesting. Like, he's such a good interviewer.
That's cool.
So I'll send you...
Yeah. Send that to me on Discord. Yeah.
And then we also have, what was the one I was just saying? The Open AI guy, which I can't remember his name. Sam Altman.
Oh yeah, Sam Altman. Okay, I'll check that out too. Yeah, I love all the AI stuff, and clearly he's an expert there too. So, you know, it's fun. That's like his bread and butter. I think he does these other discussions where he's good in, but like, you know, the man isn't a political theorist. He's a developer. Right. I think he shines in more techie stuff. I say that respectfully.
Yeah. I like his ones, which are like, I think, you know, I don't know the guy, but I feel like recently he's trying to go more towards like the political side.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, stay on the tech nerdy stuff.
Yeah, we need the nerdy stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a really good one, which I recommend from the music tech side, although they've either gone fully to Patreon or they stopped doing the podcast recently. But there's an awesome artist, Holly Herndon, and her partner, Matt Dryhurst. And this is going to slow me get to the name of their podcast. But I think you would like this as well. And for everyone, Interdependence. Have you checked this one out?
Yeah, hold on. I'm just waiting for the stream to catch up.
Oh, yeah. So really great. Basically, it's all about AI and machine learning. They were doing crypto stuff before, but it's through the artistic lens. So, they have some of the people from, is it Runway AI, who I can't remember exactly what they developed, but all very interesting. It's a good perspective, and it's like an artist-forward, independent developer-forward perspective. Although, again,
That's
they
awesome.
haven't done it in a while, so hopefully it's coming back soon. But they have a kid now and stuff. But, yeah.
Selfish. I want some podcasts. How
I
dare
know. I hate to say that, but let's see. And the Runway AI stuff is very cool. Of just
Very cool. I'll give that. What was it? Interdependence. Let me add this
Interdependence,
to my
yeah,
list.
and I can throw that on the Discord too. DigiFiddler. I don't know if you've had a chance to check that out, but their stuff's great. And this Runway AI one was really good. They have all types of great ones, and Runway is New York based. And they're just making.
Man, what's it like in New York? They're good.
It's good. Yeah, it's good. It's an exciting place.
Is it like how Casey Neistat portrays it? Because I used to watch his blogs all the time.
I watch Casey's blogs too. It is. It just depends. That hits a little differently when you're seeing a finely edited YouTube version versus living in a place for years and years. But
Right.
it's amazing. It's an amazing place.
Is it a
Keith,
like
no.
an extroverted? Oh, sorry.
Oh yeah. The extrovert. That's the thing. Like, I live here. I'm in my house a lot. I go out a decent amount. But it's good. You can live both sides. Like, people are like, you need to be outside of your house every day in New York. Absolutely not. I know some of the most introverted people here. So just talking about Runway AI, there's a great podcast here. Which one is it? With Cristobal Valenzuela. And he started Runway, amazing researcher. And this is basically AI for, it's going to be like the Adobe Photoshop equivalent. Obviously, Adobe has AI in it, but they're text to image, image to video with UIs and platforms. Because right now, like, the language models work great, the generators work great, but like the interfaces kind of suck. And they're actually working on the interfaces a great deal. And then DJ Keith, no Discord server. Should definitely start that. That would be awesome. So I'll maybe have that next time. But I can add you too if you want to send your handle, and we can link on here. I don't know if you want to throw that into chat or not, but also DM me on LinkedIn or something too.
Dude, how do you get these cool images, Matt?
Which ones? Like these or?
For sorry, no. I just forgot we were on stream. I might be doxing you here. On your LinkedIn. How do you get? Did you pay someone to take
Oh, the professional image. That one was actually taken by my good friend and coworker's wife, who's a professional photographer.
Gotcha.
But I mean, you can just. I feel like with a cell phone now, have you watched the YouTube videos on how to take the pro photo at home or anything? There's some good videos on.
No, but I didn't know those existed, so I will check them.
Yeah, it's really I think now with all the tech we're using, people make it pretty easy.
Yeah, it's have you seen wedding photographers have started to use iPhones because they're just.
Yeah, the camera's the same. So I'm streaming from a Sony ZV-10 or whatever, but my iPhone is the same quality. It offers me other conveniences, but yeah, totally right.
Okay, well, awesome. Right, look, I've got to get going.
Yeah, get to bed.
But
you got to get to sleep.
It's been a lovely chat, man.
Yeah,
and I'll catch you another time.
Sweet. Yeah, thanks for hanging and chilling and showing us your website. And yeah, great chatting, dude.
Yeah, well, thank you once again. Thank you for letting me show it off, and you have a lovely night.
You too.
Ciao.
Yeah, I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Sweet. Okay, I'll get you added there. Let's see. Keith. All right, let me do this. Okay, send you a request now. Awesome. Okay, so I think we'll probably probably cut the stream pretty soon. That was awesome. Looking at some interactive web design, looking at like responsive layouts. I have a lot of research to do there. For the next one, it's really going to be about getting our rainbow patch, just a proof of concept with the parameters here. So the thing that we were missing when we tried to rebuild our own, like we built this one ourselves, we exported and everything, but if we just want to do a brand new patch, like this little one right here, just a little mini granular synth, we're going to need to make sure we get these params, which I added here. The question is, can we get the same scaling? So this fader has a nice feel to it. Can we do that with a num box like this? I think we probably can. There's probably a better way to do it, but that's what we'll investigate. So yeah. Anyway, okay. Well, I think that's going to call it for tonight. Thank you for tuning in. DigiFiddler, great to see you earlier. Thank you for helping me make this stream look better. As my camera is frozen, maybe? Okay, never mind. The camera's actually here. Okay, my bad. Yeah, so thank you for helping me out. And Keith, let's talk. Thank you so much for coming by. Come by again. We're going to do this Monday and Wednesdays. I'll be on next Monday too, so. Oh, of course. Yeah, Billy, thank you for showing that as well. Yeah, we'll catch y'all next time. So much appreciated. And yeah, talk to everyone soon.